Great morning. Well, I wanted to pull some cards again on the Idaho thing, the perpetrator, and what was going on. And it doesn't matter how many times I pull cards, I keep getting the same type of thing. Okay. Of it, harmony. So when I see this, there was nothing harmonious. He wanted to have this harmonious thing, but this was something that just drove him. So in the center here, what I have is this family, these illusions about having some life with her, wanting to have a life with Kaylee, okay? He was in this illusion, this fantasy of drama. It was about being a new friend, being, having something. It could also be wanting to have a child with her. This looks to be an obsession. And so what we have, again, the despair, when that couldn't happen, that snake, that being, a very dangerous, poisonous thing, poisoned him with that despair, okay? And we have going into it, we have a mature man cutting. So I think that there is somebody that's cutting through this case. It was an explosive journey, okay? This guy just lost it, okay? He absolutely, the energy and stuff he put behind these murders. And we have here the imprisonment of bad health. So maybe they are going to find out that he is, something is wrong with him mentally. Now, of course, anybody that does some murders like this has got some mental difficulty. But I mean, maybe something like, schizophrenia or something is going to come up, perhaps, about his mental abilities. So we have here again the main man. So this is under the challenge that there was a change in his infatuation with her, this love, this infatuation. And it had a wealth of these love letters. So I think he was, again, mentally having these illusions and delusions of love letters, that he was thinking is coming from her, or he's writing, or, he's got this fantasy in his mind of marriage, okay, the house together, the whole thing. And so he was going to deliver this message, what he worked at. And there was a message of concern. Now, when I get the safe, doesn't mean for me always that it's money. It's something that was hid away that's going to be open, some sort of a message of concern. Okay, so, I felt that there has been something on possibly coming out in social media, something that was said that put an alert of concern, okay? I also was looking at another thing that said in the murder cards that somebody was coercing him, perhaps, as well. So it could be a friend of his that he had talked about his obsession with this girl. And the friend was kind of perhaps maybe egging him on, or just keeping that energy going with this guy. So there's somebody out there that knows also something about this. There's somebody else out there that knows what's going on with this. Justice. You know, justice is going to happen. Definitely. Justice is going to come. And I think they've got more clues than, you know, what they're telling. But it looks like the mature man, somebody that's on the case, is going to cut through it. Okay. Yeah, this could be emotional distancing. Just that feeling of absolute utter despair with this guy. Walking away, trying to get away from the situation. And I think that's why they moved and did the crime, because it was just paramount in this guy's mind all the time. And he felt, like I said, he wanted to belong. He felt rejected. And he does have some sort of a mental illness. Okay. So we'll have to see what happens, but mainly that's what I'm getting with this. Again, looking at this guy to see if I got anything new, but I just keep getting basically the same thing. You know, this jealousy, this wanting to belong, feeling rebuffed, mentally ill, in fantasy mode. And then this was preying on his mind so badly that he wanted to get rid of her. If I can't have her, nobody can have her. Yeah, again, the same thing. Saw her as somebody of standing, okay? And he was juggling this stuff and went into re-evaluating things, you know, when he would get rebuffed. She was kind of on a pedestal, okay? On a pedestal. I think even he could have wanted to have a child with her, saw, you know, that as pregnant. Yeah. Yeah, again, she is a strong woman. And no uncertain terms, was not interested in any way this guy's mentally ill fantasy. And so when it didn't work out, swords in the back, okay? Didn't work out. I can't have her. Nobody can have her. That absolute rejection. You reject me and you see how I reject you, okay? So I keep getting the same thing, no matter how many times I throw the cards. It's that same thing. Yeah. The challenge again was that felt like she had a lot. The buying and the selling, the working together. So I think it has to do again with not only her, but the friends that she had. They were all seen as beneficial in the world, let's say it that way. they all pretty much kind of had it together, okay? They all had it together, and this guy was jealous of that. Yeah, keep getting that same thing. The family, they all had it together. They were close. So he came in and is going to take them out, okay? Because he couldn't be in there. Not only was he attracted to Kaylee, but just the whole, also the whole crowd. He wanted to belong, and he was, you know, they wanted nothing to do with him in their social circle. Okay? And he had these fantasies of, I think, being with her and belonging. Okay? Fantasies of being with her, belonging in the social circle. And all of that was destroyed. Yeah, the hidden things. And I think these hidden things were things he was ruminating about. Yeah, his fantasies. Hidden things, his fantasies that he had going. Okay. Just yeah, his perceptions. His perceptions were really skewed, and he had this fantasy all built up, and then all of a sudden it came crashing down, and that put him in a rage. He was in despair, he was in a rage, and that just, you know, that poisonous stuff came out. It's like the adder, you know, the adder, the poisonous adder. You can't make friends with an adder, okay? You can't make friends with an adder, and that's, you know, that it was that thing he's going to strike and tear it down, because they were all so close, and he was not, like I said, he felt that they had it together. They had friendships, they had success in the world, they had this closeness, and he didn't have any of that. He wanted to have it, but he didn't have any of that, and so he decided, you know, well, you're not going to let me in, that he just, again, went off the rails. And because his fantasy was destroyed, he couldn't hold it together anymore, couldn't continue to manufacture it. Yeah, so I'm going to leave this here.